Mom, how do you like your work being in this gallery? Being in this gallery.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful gallery, and it's got people really get involved when they come to this gallery. They get very involved. Sometimes they can't leave when they want to leave, and sometimes. But that's really nice.
It is nice. It's a beautiful piece of art, framed beautifully in a communal area of the.
Very, very communal.
Listen, this is not shit.
It's not shit.
This is shit. This is not shit. I love that piece.
I like that.
She definitely enjoyed being an artist. It was always a challenge. There were times when she would look at an empty canvas and figure out what she's going to be doing. People have asked me about some of the pictures that are hanging up, but were they, did we know them? Were they interesting people? The answer is no to all of that, because what she was really doing is painting pictures that would evoke emotion from the viewer. I went over to California to visit my old law school roommate, and I was asking what's going on, you know, with single women in Los Angeles. He says, well, I've had very poor luck, particularly with one woman who would not go out with me, even though I asked her several times. And he says, maybe you ought to give her a try. Well, I've always liked challenges, so I figured, what have I got to lose? I was making $225 a month. I felt that I had to do something to impress her. So I, without knowing what the consequences were, made a reservation in the Polo Lounge at the Beverly Hills Hotel. It's not exactly hot dogs at Costco, I can assure you. And so I took Arlene there, and we spent literally 5 hours just talking. And at the end of the 5 hours, I said to myself, this is the girl I want to marry. And she was delightful, she was engaging, she was there for me. After 3 weekends, going back and forth from here to Los Angeles, I asked her, I said, let me ask you a question. I haven't met your father, but what would you think about if I proposed to you? She says, I think he would say yes. So that's how it all began. We were married 3 months later. Arlene's over there smiling and laughing. So she's enjoying this immensely. I always felt that I was the wind beneath her wings, and I was perfectly willing to have that role because I saw the product that came out gave her so much happiness, peace, and tranquility, which has certainly done her in good stead during these latter years of her life, which we are enjoying.
It is in rare and scattered instances that spring's beauty smiles on even her admirers. But you, my love, have been touched, just as these roses, with spring's blush. Arlene, sweetheart, Arlene, honey?
Yes.
And March 24th, engaged.
Same one.
Do you realize?
Everything bam, bam, bam. Look.
I didn't realize that. That's from the 7th to the 24th. So that's 17 days. That's 2.5 weeks.
That's a quick decision.
She said yes.
This was a moment in time at the time of my 8-year-old self sitting across from my mother and both of us taking a black and white photograph of the other. And then we would develop the photographs together in our darkroom. And in this moment I remembered there was, without even understanding really, that there was like a sadness and a depth and an introspection and happiness inside her, not always in her joy. And it really became a lifelong journey to see my mom in the most beautiful place she's ever been in her life right now. Not just us, but others have expressed that her spirit is in her piece, and she lives that spirit through Spark Joy.
Even when she shifted directions and became an art consultant, her main goal was to take a reception area of a doctor's office and turn it from something that was very sterile to something that was very warm and inviting. And one of the ways you could do it is by selecting the art on the walls that engage people and make them feel comfortable and welcome. She did a wonderful job with Good Samaritan Hospital, particularly in the delivery room, and she was getting letters from people, from patients, saying, I understand you put up the artwork, and really it just made me feel so comfortable there, and it allayed all of my fears and anxieties about the process. So that's what she was after, and I think that accomplished something that hadn't really been done, and of course people loved it. One of the things that she also is, for people who know her, she's very witty. So we used to spend long hours trying to figure out what to call a particular painting. There were times when she would say, you know, that old man that I've just done who's sitting in a tree and all that, saying, didn't Hemingway have something called The Old Man and the Sea or some book like that? I said, yeah. Well, we'll call this The Old Man and the Tree. And then there was a time when she did a collage of pieces of scraps of wood and all that looked like the inside of a kitchen. Maybe we'll call it interior desecration instead of decoration. So that's the kind of wit that Arlene would always enjoy more than anything else in dealing with her paintings.
They both begin with S. Sun and sun. And my son warms me up.
You're very punny.
I'm very punny?
Uh-huh.
Not funny, punny.
You're funny, but you're also very punny.
Okay.
You like the twisting up of the words.
Uh-huh, I do.
So I grew up with naked bodies all around me. It was a wild upbringing to literally have naked bodies all over the wall, and then there were trees and there were limbs growing out of the heads, and it didn't make any sense to me. And her work spoke to this idea of nature and us is one. It's really a gift to see that my mother is speaking to a theme that the world has things in terms of dividing, both inside ourselves as well as with others in togetherness, as well as this idea of nature and us as one. And I look at my mom's art as being important. I look at my mom's art as being celebration. I look at my mom's art as being creativity. I look at it as being even in the ones where it was all about seeing somebody's darkness. It was about this idea that it's okay.
In her period of sketching nudity. And that as a young girl helped me see and embrace and actually love my body and understand that there's this feeling of liberty, of being free to express oneself, free to be oneself.
When I had an opportunity to go to Israel, and she had just had a complication, I was like, Mom, should I go? Should I not go? And she's just like, treat now as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Arlene offer Scult.
I think that one of the things that I'm so proud of about Arlene is that I have been a witness to Arlene's constant reinventing herself, and also, as those who are artists in the room know how hard it is to do that, but exploring new dimensions in art. That was something that she did fearlessly and effortlessly, and went from one medium to another. She went from oils to pastels to pencil drawings to collages, photography, and last but not least, ceramics. She was curious, evolving, expanding, and always the artist.
Her ability to be able to master different modalities of art and then move into the next and into the next reminds me of just this wave that we can actually embrace life and move through the changes, adapting and reinventing ourselves continuously.
This one in particular really speaks to this essence of this idea of nature is us, we are nature. The skin is the leaves, is the tree, is the hair that feels like limbs themselves. It's all inner being, it's all interconnected.
I'm always assured of your beautiful, beautiful smile and your spirit that just continues to shine.
What did you say?
It's fucking freezing. And now everyone's going outside. We're gonna go outside now.
Get some juices flowing.
It's fucking freezing.
That's all it is.
It's just fucking freezing, that's all. Nothing else. Just fucking freezing.
It only lasts for us.
Now this is the way it should be. Feel that sun.
Are you warm now?
Hmm?
Are you warm now?
Yeah.
It's no longer fucking freezing?
No.
What's the opposite of fucking freezing?
Joyfully warm. Or happily warm. Happily warm. Let's sing some songs, Arlene.
Be honest, be gentle, be kind, and you can love everyone. Be honest, be gentle, be kind, then you can love